to today's workout. This is your Thursday morning HIIT class. Today we're going to be focusing on our lower body. We're going to be doing something called a gauntlet. And what that is it's a workout that I sort of made up where you have a certain number of reps of 5 different exercises, 6 different exercises, 7 different exercises, however many exercises. And the goal is just to complete those reps as fast as you can. You can adjust the reps if you think it's too much. You can take your time on this. You can just blaze through it. I'll demonstrate each of the exercises, and then we'll just get right into it. Everybody has their own little strategies. We'll just start with a little bit of a side lean here. Everybody has their own little strategies on this one. Some people try to do, all the exercises one at a time all at once. Some people try to break it up. Any strategy is really valid on this. And it is a good workout, a little bit of fun. I'll try doing this, slow and controlled, just so that the reps look good. We just did our little standing twist, do our hip hinge. A little bit tight down there, arms overhead. So after the workout, if you join me, you can put your time in the comments, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. My way for counting the reps sort of crapped out on me this morning. So I'll just be changing them manually on the screen. And we're going to do a downward dog with calf pump in our warm-up as well. So again, we're just going to go into that downward dog position. And then we're just going to alternate pumping our heels into the ground. Great thing about this workout is you really don't need any equipment at all, but you can use equipment to enhance the difficulty. You could use dumbbells, you could use, cans of soup as weight to add a little bit of weight. So I'll demonstrate each of the exercises. Our split squats, we have to do 60 of them. Split squat is just like a lunge, except there's no step, right? So I'm in this split squat position, and then I'm just going all the way down, all the way up. My back knee doesn't touch the ground, and my front leg is the leg that's loaded, just like in a lunge. And then my spine is the same angle as the loaded shin. If you need something to balance on, you can always, use a couch, use a chair, and you can do your split squats like that, no problem. If you need a modification, I suggest just going to maybe a quarter squat, a regular squat, a quarter split squat, so you can modify that way. Single leg deadlift, opposite arm, opposite leg. And what I mean by that is I'm going to hinge from my left leg, and then I'm going to reach down with my right. Just to your comfortable range of motion. But just make sure that we're keeping that chest up. Jumping jacks, we have 80 of those. That's going to be fun to count. So start with hands at the side, feet hip width, and then we're just jumping through, right? If you need a modification for that, again, we don't need to jump. We can always just move through it. Single leg glute bridge on our back. Hips up, and then it's just one leg. Pushing the hips up there. If you need a modification, I suggest just go. into the regular glute bridge. And then last but not least, we have our jump squat. We have 50 of those. So with our jump squat, you know, it's just as the name suggests, we hinge from the hips, bend at the knees, chest stays up, and then we jump. With the jump squat, I like to, you know, one rep bleeds into another, right? So when I jump and I land, I'm sinking into my next squat. And I'll show you what I mean here. So I jump, I land, and I'm sinking into my next squat. All right? If you need a modification for that, I would just go with that regular squat. And then, just so you can see me here, hope you guys like my custom curtain today. I go on my toes, just to get a little bit more calf in there. All right, so without further ado, I'm probably just going to break up the exercises today. Doing, you know, a little bit on each set. I probably won't do the strategy of do everything at once. And then I'll count down my reps on the computer screen, so you'll probably see me walking up a bunch. But that's just because my thing broke today. So without further ado, we'll get started in 3, 2, and 1. The most important thing here is that we're counting our reps. I'm going to do 8 split squats per side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, keeping that full range of motion. See if I can alter this real quick. 16. So we're down to 44 of those. Single leg deadlift. I just need to do the same thing. 8 per side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that chest up. Well, that wasn't the greatest one, but I'm still going to count it anyways. 8. This is my not so good side. Balance isn't as good on this side for whatever reason. 4. 6. 7. And 8. The glory of this one as well is you can do this for, yeah, you don't have to do it all in one sitting. You just need to keep track of your reps, right? And it's an excellent way to design your workouts if you don't get these big chunks of time in your day. 10. 19 and 20. Well, that's why I really like them, is you can do them at your own pace. You can really do them with any exercise. So it's really easy to design your own gauntlet style workout. You can push them out to friends for challenges. I'm going to do 10 per side here. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 was a little challenge in there. So feet close to the bum, right? And then just nice straight lines everywhere else. Pushing the hips up as high as you can. 10, good. All right, that puts that down to and we're on to our jump squats. I'll probably try doing 10 here. We'll see how that goes. Jump squats are hard. I want to make sure you guys can see my feet. Now, I usually say modify when you need to, but in this workout, try to do the full, added about 490 reps there. Try to do the reps as intended. I'm going to use a little bit of balance here. Just to start. 2. Because you have the time, because you have the time to do the reps, the full reps, try to do the full reps today, and maybe just take a little bit more time if you have them. And 8. 16 off that. All right, single leg deadlifts we'll do 8 per side. Do those nice straight lines. 7. Ooh. You can always just do regular deadlifts as well. If you need a bit of a modification, I would suggest just using something to balance on to make some. I'm going to actually use something because I'm sort of falling here. Six, 7, and 8. Don't need to do the math again, so that's nice. All right, we'll do another 20 jumping jacks. I'm going to run into a bit of a problem with my jump squats. And 20. Good. Okay, we got single leg glute bridges. We'll do 10 on each side. 1, 2. It doesn't seem so bad at first, but now I'm in these glute bridges. Hard to lower myself at a slow, controlled pace. That's sort of the beauty of it. You can see how strong you start out, and then how difficult it is to finish. Especially with a lot of these being lower body exercises. Close to the halfway mark here. You can always grab some water when you need to. 10 jump squats. I might actually like to do a little bit more here. There. Oh boy. Bring this to the top. All right, do 7 split squats per side. My chest up. Lead leg is loaded. Seven sides. Ooh, really starting to feel it there, but it's nice to only have one more set of those. Single leg deadlift. I'm gonna try doing it without anything to help me balance, but if I need it, it is here. Ooh. Chest up, lifted so you get that nice straight line. Oh, not counting that one. Slides. Okay, stay here so you can see me the whole time. I actually do have to step off here just so I'm making sure I'm using proper technique here. Go better do a skaters there to save my balance. Good. Do our 20 jumping jacks. Oh, take water breaks when you need it. I'm just going to take a second to compose myself. Okay. One more single leg glute bridges per side. The other thing I really like about this workout is it forces you to rethink your rest periods. I feel like a lot of people take too much rest. And the Gauntlet sort of makes you think, is that much rest really necessary? I hope I counted those right. Pretty sure I did. Alright. Do as many jump squats as we can here. Just because I'm hoping to finish on the next round. And I did bad math on the first 2 rounds. My chest up, form perfect through. Nice soft landings. Alright, 15 there. Makes that doable on the last round. So, last round, probably finish at 17 minutes or so. Feel that's enough time to cool down. This is exactly what we want. And again, you might be watching this, and you might be thinking, damn, that guy's slow. I've done already, and that is fantastic. But always, take things at your own pace. Make your workouts your own. And make sure that you're doing perfect form through. All right. Oh, what did I do there? I took out all my jump squats. Didn't want that. All right, I'm gonna do 10 single leg deadlifts per side because I felt there were a few where my form wasn't the best. Just try to keep myself honest here. Take your time on these. Go to your range of motion. I might not be touching the ground. And one more on this side. Ooh, a little bit of balance there. Okay. One more. Okay, done those deadlifts. A few extra. Make up for any sloppy ones. Jumping jacks. All right, home stretch. Legs are starting to feel like jelly. Better jumping jacks, 2 more exercises. Then single leg glute bridge per side. Perfect form throughout. Again, I'm going to keep this relatively regular pace. I'm not going too fast, not too slow. 8, 9, 10. We're going to switch sides. And okay. Cross those off, and it's $13 jump squats, and we're home free. Nice soft landings, nice full squats. Leave those reps together so you're sinking into that squat as you're landing. That's going to ensure a nice soft landing. And 13, all right. Well done, everyone. 17:10 was when I finished, approximately. Stop that time. We'll pause that timer, that's better. Then we'll go right into our stretches. So I know where I want to be, and that's on the ground, arms overhead in that Y position. Nice 2 deep breaths. Again, that was done in, a little over 17 minutes. But you could spread that out throughout your day, right? You could write down and keep track of how many you did. And just make sure by the end of the day, you get it all done. So, cross my left leg over my right, left hand through the hole, right hand on the outside. Pulling my right leg towards my chest. If you have difficulty with reaching on this stretch, you can always use a resistance band, right? I can loop a resistance band around my right leg and hold. And I'll switch sides. A lot of lower body, so we'll focus our stretches on that. All right, so we'll slowly sit up into our butterfly position. So the soles of my feet are touching each other, the bottom of my feet are touching each other. And I'm just actively trying to keep my feet together, push my knees down, and have a slight lean forward. Like I said earlier, if you did do this workout, go ahead, post your time on Facebook. I'm sure most of you are faster than me. If you're slower than me, that's fine too. You know, we take it at our own pace. Make sure that we do all the reps perfectly, then make sure that our workouts are own. If you ever need modifications for these exercises, please let me know too. I try to give out some, but maybe those don't work for you. If you feel like this workout's too hard or too easy, you can always adjust the reps, change the exercises, add exercises. It's really malleable in that regard. We've gone into our half kneel hip flexors, so I'm in this half kneel position. I'm pushing my hips forward, so I have this nice tall spine, and then I can lean into that front leg, and if my left knee is on the ground, my left arm is up. Really good one for those who find themselves sitting a lot. We'll switch sides. Same thing. Right knee is down, so my right arm is up. Pushing my hips forward, leaning into that left leg. Feel that stretch in my right side hip. We'll go a bit into our standing forward fold here. We'll hang out down on this one. Feeling it there. All right, and then we're going to use a wall so that we can do our calf stretch. So I've taken an exaggerated step back with my right foot. I'm pressing my right heel into the ground, and I'm just keeping my chest up. We'll switch sides. Exaggerated step back with the left foot. Pressing that left heel into the ground, keep the chest up. You see a nice straight line from my shoulder to ankle. That's ideal. Not just doing it because it looks good. All right, and then we'll just do our door frame stretch just to counteract some of those sitting muscles, mostly because our chests are always tight and sore. That causes upper back problems. Makes our upper back feel bad. Switch sides. You can also do the handcuff stretch. We've done countless times before. If you'd rather do both sides at once, I just find this is a better stretch overall. A little bit more chest, a little bit more shoulders. All right, and then we'll finish with our upper trap neck stretch. So I'm going to go right ear, right shoulder, without elevating my right shoulder, right hand on the back of my head, and I'm just gently tilting forward. And we switch sides, left ear to left shoulder, actively depressing the right shoulder. Left hand comes to the back. Gently tilts my head forward. Not too much, not too long. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed workout, just as your daily reminder. Try to get those HRAs done. It's 500 thanks to 10 points. Easy to do, takes 5 minutes. But it also gives you a very personalized health report telling you, what you're doing right, what's some things that you might need to work on, with action steps to do those. And if you haven't signed up for our resilience challenge, again, a lot of people are super stressed out right now. If you find your resilience is starting to waver a bit, or your ability to deal with problems, or maybe somebody you're going to learn some skills there so that you can help with that. But with that, on that note, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If I don't see from you, if I don't hear you, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday for a beginner workout.